that's her name, Small Fry. Yeah, is it at Small Fry? At Sid Brown, sorry. Oh, close.
So you let her do Twitter now?
Yeah.
The famous Jennifer Fryer's daughter.
You know, she can speak is it Spanish? And I can't even speak English. So she's got 2 languages down at half my age. Not even that.
I speak Southern and Red.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 languages I speak.
Is that what they call it these days?
Down here.
I went to a Tigers game, not this year, last year, in Detroit. And that's where I'm from. I'm from Michigan and from Detroit. And I sat down next to a guy in a chair very similar to this. It was some kind of rock back chair. And we just struck up a conversation. And eventually we get about, 4th or 5th inning, this guy looks over and he goes, "So where are you from?" I said, "Well, I'm from, just north of Detroit, Rochester Hills." He goes, "No, you're not." Well, okay. And then we keep watching the game, and he goes, "So really, where are you from?" I'm like, "I told you, man, I'm from Rochester Hills, just north of Detroit." He goes, "No, you're not." And so I asked him, "Why do you keep asking me where I'm from and tell me where well, you won't tell me where you're really from." I said, "I know with your accent, you're not from Michigan." And so I literally had to pull out my driver's license and show him that I still have a Michigan driver's license. And, I still spent enough time there to have one. And he said, "Well, you sound like you're from Tennessee." So I don't know if there's anybody here that's from Tennessee, because I don't feel like I sound like I'm from Tennessee. But is that true? Do I sound like I'm from Tennessee?
No.
Where do I sound like I'm from?
The north.
See, this is the problem with being a guy who travels a lot. Nobody knows where you're from. You're not really from anywhere. You're just a gypsy. So I'm a professional gypsy.
There's worse things to do. Speaking of your gypsy season.
Gypsy season?
I'm not sure.
Wait, what is a gypsy season?
Of the 38 places that we go to.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought you were going about my finishes or
No,
something.
no.
All over the map.
No. I mean,
I read too deep into that one, didn't I? Yeah, sorry.
I'm not sure where to start, but if I were sitting in their shoes, I'd want you to take me through Sunday and those last few laps, especially coming to the tri-oval there, and then the last couple of laps. As a fan, that was a great race.
As a driver, it was a great race. I'm glad that the fans enjoyed it because, I think in general we all gave it the best we had, trying to win the race, and that's what it should be. It should be go for broke races to the finish, and I felt lucky to be a part of that one, and felt like we had a shot at winning it. Obviously, and his darn yellows just kept coming out, but obviously Jimmy is the guy to beat right now for the points, and usually on the racetrack as well, and we gave him as much as he could handle, and he gave us as much as he could handle, and that's what happens when you got 2 guys that are going hard for a win.
If we would have been sitting here when we did the NASCAR preview back in January of this year, and somebody would have...
It was here, wasn't it? I was just thinking about that, yeah.
If we would have said, "Brad, 2 races to go, you're second in points, and you're 7 points out," what would your reaction to that have been?
I wish I had 7 more points. Maybe 8, actually. And that's our goal, is to find those points over the next 2 races and to win the championship.